The truth about being ghosted and what it means about the other person. And it's different in a lot of situations. Most times it's coming from a place of fear on the other end, of actually having the balls to tell you why they need to walk away, why they need some space, why it's not working, why this connection is not going to go much further than where it went. What does it do to us? It makes us feel a lack of closure, and it causes anxiety and a lack of self-worth. Then we need to manipulate the situation by chasing after them for closure, even though it hurts. You always feel like you need to find out the reasoning behind it, rather than just allowing them to be and move on with their lives, and you move on with yours. And it's okay to feel like you weren't attractive enough for them. It's okay to feel like you didn't do enough to win this person over. You can't control those feelings. All you can do is bring awareness to them. And know that it's not your identity. It's not your truth. Now, by me saying it's okay for you to feel them, it's because I don't want you to avoid feeling them. Because the only way to bring awareness to the type of person that gets affected and hurt by ghosting and moving away from it is allowing yourself to work through those problems and allowing your body to go through those issues. And getting out of our own heads. This is not a special person. There is no SP. Specific person is a fabricated term that was created in the law of attraction field. We are people, they are people. It's all about being in alignment with yourself and being true to yourself. And the truth about them is that they need to remove themselves from you, and there is something that was not in alignment for them coming from you. Not that you've done anything wrong. In certain situations, certain people are people pleasers, are putting conditions on things for you to feel enough. That will push away a partner. When you can allow them to have the freedom to be themselves, you are not looking for something that's missing in here. When you feel like you're attractive in your self-worth and your confidence is at a high level, the people you will attract into your life will be in accordance to how you view yourself. Because you are not allowing your field to take on people's energy who don't like you and then try to manipulate them to fix them to like you. Same with those that ghost you on social media, on dating apps, or somebody that you have a toxic relationship with in person that just started ghosting you all of a sudden. And this is not just for dating, this is for friendships. Think of you being best friends with a woman, and she ends up going back with her toxic partner and then just starts ghosting you, not answering you back, not wanting to go for those afternoon hikes or walks. I'm just saying this as an example. Friendships are also broken by ghosting. And you know that this person's making a mistake to take this old life back, to go back with a toxic partner, and ruining all of the great relationships that she had when she was away from that partner. There's a self-sabotage to her life that she had on the go, that she needs to please this person so that he doesn't get angry at her. So in turn has ghosted you, has ghosted all the rest of her other friends. Have you ever experienced that? I know many people who have experienced that. And just coming from a man's standpoint, and men are not as affected by, like, if a friend just ghosts you and walks away, because there's not as much emotional connection for us as a man than there is to us being ghosted by a partner that we have physical attraction towards. Because the way that our mind works is that if a guy walks away, it's not a huge deal. What they were providing for us, it was great, the friendship. But when we get clingy or attached to a woman that's extremely attractive, with all of the physical features that we are super into, that we are attracted to, it will put the blinders on whether this person is good for you or not. And when you get ghosted by this type of individual, we take it personal. We feel like there's something wrong with our physical body, coming from a man who's been ghosted many times on dating apps or on social media, before I took my power back and realized that my power was being directed at other people. And because of what I didn't get from women I was attracted to in school back then, I was still trying to receive that validation for me to feel attractive, for me to feel whole or complete, or to look at myself as a confident, attractive man that can attract anyone who is in alignment with my field. And know that you're not going to be attractive to everyone. When I say we can attract anyone we want, really the super hot girl or guy that has been messing with you is not your end-all be-all. It is a pattern you are addicted to. And when you can bring awareness to it and get rid of that program that's stuck in here, you start to live with the gratitude of being an awesome person, because I know you are. I know it. You could get someone who loves you, who would give you the attention, who would communicate with you in a healthy way. You don't have to manipulate. You don't have to go to work. But it begins with working on yourself and releasing some of this conditioning and the programs from the past. And not being triggered by every single attractive person that you meet. And being open and liberated. When I became open these past 2 years, and not that I'm looking for a physical relationship with another woman because I'm married, but when I just became open and still kind and nice to women that used to trigger me because of their level of attractiveness, their level of aloofness with my character when I would encounter them in person, I learned to just let that all go and know that it's okay for me to not be everyone's cup of tea. And that when I started to look at it with neutrality, those women that I was being like that with could feel that from me. And they were free to like me or not, because we both had our own strong sense of selves. It's certain not every individual has a strong sense of self. Narcissistic people who think they look good, who think everyone should worship the ground they walk on, they have a strong sense of self and they manipulate the outside to get their needs met. People like me, who was naturally a kind, nice, loving individual, that thought I always had to be nice to receive people's validation and approval, or for them to be nice to me in return, I learned that the less I had to be nice to every single person I met, or have to give them my full attention, the more magnetic I became to everyone, including those that don't like me. Because they realize that I've reclaimed my power. And you have it within you as well. No matter what the hurt is you're dealing with right now. No matter what this person that just ghosted you, that left you with no closure, has made you felt right now. You have it within you to attract a partner who will be in alignment with you. And when you begin to live your life with love and gratitude for the present moment, you will show up wherever you go as the person that is not trying to manipulate how others feel. And then people who you're not their cup of tea, or people who are attracted to you, you will be magnetic to all, because you're not dependent on them or their energy or their validation for you to feel that great about yourself, because you give those things to yourself first. And what you allow into your field is people that are healthy for you. And you stop attracting people to mirror back to you that you are a victim, or that men or women who look that attractive or are that successful are your enemies, because they are not. Sometimes we just judge people on the way they look and their expressions, and sometimes we are pushing away a relationship that could have been a great thing just by someone's vibe. But recalibrating your energy, like I mentioned on yesterday's video, being aware of our empathic qualities, can put an end to the meaning we put on this ghosting stuff. And not have to hold on to somebody who purposely ghosted you on a social media platform and put statuses on their story throughout that whole day, and then got back to your message 2 days later, purposely saying that you're not important enough for me to answer your message, so I'm going to do all of this other stuff. Sure, that hurts. It's normal. But you don't have to manipulate what went down that day prior to you getting ghosted. No more. Because when you stop trying to manipulate it, you allow it to be what it is. And what it was is something that happened for you to do you a favor. And when you reconnect with God and love and gratitude, you start to become a new character. And when you become a new character, you attract a new life. Because when we attract people who ghost us, who are narcissistic, who are negative towards us, it's because we are stuck in a current line of time, living with the similar emotions, living with the highs and lows, and addicted to dopamine fixes through our social media apps, the receiving of validation, the being texted back and how quick we're texted back. When you learn to just let that all go and recalibrate your system and disconnect from social media for a bit, you go out in nature, you do things that you love that don't involve your cell phone. You don't have to give it up forever, but when you stop associating your happiness and all the dopamine feelings from constantly being on social media or texting or watching videos, you can focus your creative energy on things that you love to do and find purpose for your life again. And you don't have to constantly think about this person that ghosted you, walked away, or that you had a divorce with, or somebody that was a friend that chose her toxic ex over the friendship with you. So, thank you for watching this one. See you on the next video.